Hey you guys, I'm Lincoln. Nice to see you guys again. This week I gonna present my project to action plan to you guys. And I watched the American comedy called Ballers. Ballers is directed by Peter Berger. And in the I found interesting things in episode one, series one. They'll have a character called Spencer, who is played by Doll Johnson. And in the TV shows, his job is a financial manager. And before he became a financial manager, he was a former NFL player. So, as everybody knows, like NFL player, they have a lot of money. They have very high salary. But uh, after he get retired, he faced the dilemma of bankrupt, and he don't know how to manage his money. He borrowed the money to his friend. He always have party with his friend and family, and he paid the money for his friend, and he invest some risky business, and finally he have to face the bankruptcy. And the reason he want to become a financial manager is he don't want other professional football player to face the same issue like him, like so he want to help them to manage their property. And one day he received a phone call from his friend Vernon. Vernon, he is a NFL player in Dallas, Dallas Cowboy, and uh, he caught him for borrow him like $200,000, and he was shocked in that moment because he just signed a Vernon just signed a deal with uh Dallas Cowboy, a million dollar contract, but right now he cannot he don't even have $200,000. And in that moment, I raised a hypothesis that if American people spend more than they have, and American people like to use like credit cards, they like owe the money to the bank or friends. And the reason was like in the show, I saw like even like rich people like the professional athletes, they have million dollar, but they don't know how to manage their money. They like to spend their money on luxurious car. This kind of stuff is devaluated, and they like to spend their money on parties, and they like pay money for their friend, their family. So in my mind, I think like a lot of people, Americans, they like to spend more than they have. They usually like borrow money from the bank. They A lot of them, they have like credit card. I don't think it's a like a good habit. Uh, in China, this I found a statistics in a website called Conservable Economist. Uh, it has a data show American saving rate is 18.9, and China's saving rate is 45.8. It's almost double the US level, and it means like you can see like Chinese people love to put the money on their bank. They like to save the money for the future, and they like to save the money for some for the emergencies. And I think it can confirm my hypothesis. American people uh, uh love to save more than they have, and they love to use credit card. Their saving rate is not that high. And yeah, that's all. That's my project too. Thank you guys.